Hello everyone, Jenny here from Chill Lifestyle. Right, so I've not prepared anything for today's love reading. So we're just gonna say, love, what is it that you're needing to know? Okay, so I don't have any cards. As you can see, it's a blank slate. So we have got, okay, so pile number one, you're going to have the clear pointy quartz. Pile number two, you are going to have the rose quartz. And pile number three, you are going to have the amethyst. So choose a stone, okay? 1, 2, or 3, or maybe you like the number. Maybe you always choose pile number 1 or 2 or 3. Whatever your gut is telling you right now, whatever your intuition is telling you right now, choose that and we'll see where it goes. This is going to be let's just see where it goes. Maybe I'll give it a title once I kind of figure out what spirit wants you to know right now. But this is obviously about love. Choose your pile and we'll hopefully get an answer for you. Right, welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 1, or should I say the clear quartz. This is your stone, then this is your reading. Right, so as I said, I planned nothing. So I think what we will do is we will look at what you're currently going through. So let's talk about pile number 1. What is pile number 1 currently going through? Spirit guides, please tell us. When it comes to love, this is all about love. What is pile number 1 currently going through right now? You're closing off a cycle. Okay, so this is something where there may be happiness or sadness as a cycle of yours ends. Okay, for some of you, you may be traveling. There may be opening yourself up to a new path. And this could be, perhaps traveling to perhaps a different type end of the world. It just really feels like you have a lot of gratitude as a cycle ends. There may have been a lot of lessons that you had to learn, and perhaps a lot of those lessons were self-love that you might be going through. I kind of feel like you're wanting a new beginning, pile number 1. You trying to heal, okay, through maybe perhaps a very tough time. And you're kind of wanting to heal. But at the same time, you're a little bit closed off, maybe perhaps to love, or closed off to a certain person. Okay, you're holding back perhaps from saying what you're wanting to really say, but you're very curious about someone. I feel like you're not really too sure what it is that you want to do. There's definitely a cycle that's closed off and perhaps a new one that's starting, but you're not really too sure what it is that you're wanting. So you might be, perhaps for some of you, you may be watching some on social media pages, trying to gather some information about them. Maybe you've gone online and you've started perhaps online dating and you're just kind of seeing what's out there. But there's a sense of curiosity here, okay? Being a little bit curious, but at the same time, you're a little bit closed off, or there's something else you're still holding back, holding on to, okay? So let's see if there's any advice for you for now. Advice for pile number 1 right now when it comes to love. Okay, so Spirit is saying you need to kind of create your own heaven on earth, okay? It's not going to come to you if you don't create it. If personally, my personal belief is we are in the realm of either living heaven on earth or living hell on earth, okay? And it comes down to you at the end of the day. Yes, you might be thrown a couple of bad stuff, should I say, pain, hurt, loss, things that we don't generally create heaven with. But what Spirit is saying is that even though you've dealt with a lot of upheavals, I mean, this is quite a beautiful picture, but it depends on what angle you're looking at it. So, as much as this is picturesque, there's a lot of mountains to get to, well, maybe perhaps you might find that as the heaven, okay? Beautiful seas. But from here to get there, you have to cross all these mountains, and there's a few waterfalls. So you may feel like you swimming upstream at times. You may feel like you kind of having to get over a lot of humps in your life to get to a final destination. But what Spirit is saying is it depends on how you see it. You can either see it as someone who, or life where I've had a lot of lessons, I've had a lot of heartache, I've had a lot of pain, but I've made it and it's changed who I am, and hopefully for the better, which means that when you finally do find this lush, beautiful, serene love life, it's all going to have been worth it in the end. Okay, so you may not understand, especially when you're going through these emotional waterfalls, maybe perhaps a lot of crying, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. I'm feeling like you've climbed up a mountain only to be knocked back down, and then you climb up another mountain only to be knocked back down, and you're just going like, where is my heaven? Where's all the beauty that I want? Okay, I want this lush love life, this serenity, this beautiful, this passionate, romantic forever after. And Spirit is saying sometimes if you don't go through the tough times, if you don't date a whole lot of perhaps different people, or go through the different situations that you've gone through, you might not have appreciated maybe what Spirit wants to bring you. Okay, so sometimes the harsh environments that you've had to go through is what is going to prepare you so that when you do eventually get in with the person you're supposed to be with, you'll actually start to appreciate it, because you'll start to recognize this person as the lush bliss heaven on earth that you may not have realized before. Okay, your past relationships have taught you to have better boundaries. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of better boundaries that your relationships perhaps had to teach you. Maybe you gave too much to certain situations, which is why you are so scared, which is why you are holding back. Okay, you're curious about something, you're watching someone maybe, or you maybe perhaps going online on dating sites and just looking at what's out there. Okay, I don't see you taking any steps because I really feel like you're holding back. The problem is that you are scared because of all that you've been through. You are very scared. But what Spirit is saying, learn the boundaries that you've had to learn, but there is somewhere that you're being called to journey to. Okay, and again, there's like this palace in the background, and this is the final destination. And I kind of feel like after you've gone through all these mountains, all these waterfalls of plunging up, and you get upstream, and then it all comes back down. This is the final destination of where you're wanting to go. But in order to get there, you have to believe in yourself. You have to understand that they were just harsh lessons that taught you things like boundaries. It taught you to step up, perhaps in ways in your world that you might not have ever done before. Maybe you had to learn about how you treat people. Maybe you had to learn on how to be a better partner, how to be a better lover, how to be there for people, maybe perhaps, or even just how to be there for yourself, and how to recognize the red flags that come up in relationships, and people who perhaps overpromise but under deliver. Recognize any massive, as I said, basically red flags. Okay, let's see what else has Spirit got for you. What does Spirit want to know when it comes to their love life or to love? See, you need to turn your light heart on. Okay. So this is reflecting on a time when you experienced love. So this is, the Spirit is saying that there may have been a certain time in your life, maybe an area or a person, perhaps for some of you, that you've been called to journey to. Okay. You might have experienced some kind of love. And even if it is literally a love of a parent, a love of a child, this is pure love. This is unconditional love, okay? And Spirit is saying you need to focus on that form of love. You cannot hold back or close down your heart if you want to experience love. It doesn't work that way, okay? You actually need to love like you've never been hurt before. You cannot paint everyone with the same paintbrush, okay? The only way that you will be experiencing the same situations over and over again is if you do not learn the lessons, okay? Once you've realized and learned the lessons, those kind of people will fall away, okay? When you start to look at yourself, how you can improve yourself, where you can improve yourself, what needs to change within yourself, you will then make better choices, okay? What else does Spirit want you to know? Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. You deserve love, pile number one. You actually do deserve to have a relationship that will create heaven on earth, okay? You deserve it. It doesn't matter what you've been with, who you've been with, how they've treated you. That is not a reflection on the fact that you don't deserve love. All it means is that you had to learn a lesson. And as I said, it was either red flags that you had to learn and understand. Maybe it was boundaries you had to learn. Perhaps it was not loving yourself enough. So you didn't believe in the love, and so maybe you sabotaged a certain kind of love. Whatever it is, your self-worth is what you're needing to look at right now, okay? Believing that you actually deserve and are lovable and will get the love that you deserve, but you're kind of having to have faith in it yourself. So what's coming up for you? There is something coming up, okay? So this could either be a new love that you meet via friends. This is perhaps maybe you're during a birthday celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or some kind of birth announcement. You may meet someone new, or it's just about going out and having more fun, okay? Not being so serious, not stressing about 500 years, what will happen, and rather just living in the now and just going out and going, you know what? Go with what your heart's telling you, okay? You really feel like there's something that you want, but you don't believe in yourself enough to go after it. And Spirit is, and you have to have the courage in order to do so. Don't give up on what you're wanting because of fears. Don't allow fears to make you feel like you're not worth it, or make you feel like you have to be trapped in a bad situation, okay? For some of you, few of you, there's perhaps someone you want to reunite with. There's something very solid coming in. This is about someone who's quite strong, someone who's quite a leader. This could be a divine masculine for some of you. It might just be someone who, it's about stepping up in your life, stepping up in the role of going after what you're wanting, okay? It's saying here, make time for those around you. Make a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. And this is basically saying have the willpower to go after what you want. The chariot, the chariot rides into victory, okay? This is someone who, again, goes after what they want, finds the willpower to do it, and understanding that Spirit will protect you no matter what, okay? This is a time for you to start over. No matter what has happened in the past, wipe the slate clean. Forget the people or places or situations where things have been so serious and so maybe crappy and hard. And you're starting over, okay? You've got a brand new cycle starting, pile number one, but you have to trust it. And Spirit is saying, stop being so serious. Stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to control what, where, who, how. This is how it's supposed to be, blah, blah, fish cakes. Just go out and enjoy yourself a little bit, okay? You are curious. You do want something, but the only person who's standing between you and what you want is you, okay? Let's see, what else can we tell you? Yeah, you see, this is exactly what we've been talking about. Pay attention to the red flags. So this is either you, and this could be anything. I'm too jealous, or I am, and you're only jealous because you're insecure, by the way, you know, or you're dating the wrong people. If you're with the right person, there's no need for you to be jealous, because that person will understand your insecurities. And if your person's not giving you a reason to be jealous, then you need to figure out those red flags. Or you may date certain people. You may date a certain kind of people, or and there's always red flags. But what happens is, because you don't want to be you don't want to be hurt, or you don't want to see the relationship end, then you kindly ignore the red flags. But Spirit is saying there's always red flags. Okay, there's always signs that someone's not all that they seem to be. There's always signs around you, and you just needing to really pay attention to those red flags, okay? You don't need to control the situation. You don't have to cut yourself off emotionally. You just need to go in curiously, but pay attention, okay? Watch not what people say, watch what people do, okay? Watch how people react to certain situations. Watch yourself as well. You know, do you have red flags? Do you get into relationships and push people away? Do you cut yourself off emotionally because you are so scared of being hurt that you would rather just not show emotions, which pushes the people away? Do you try to control people? Are you a control freak? Whatever those red flags are, whether it's within you or whether the people that you've dated, Spirit is saying, just watch those red flags, okay? Some of you, there's someone that you have real romantic feelings for, and that saying, Spirit is saying it's worth exploring, okay? So again, if you're looking to, maybe it's a friend, maybe you have a friend you have a crush on, someone you've been watching, someone maybe you watch their social media pages. Spirit is saying those are real, okay? Don't ignore it, go after it, okay? What else? Ooh, so very soon. Okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay, so something's happening very soon. Spirit is saying you better make a decision soon, because something's coming in, okay? And it's something that's going to lead. So you might travel. Okay, there's 3 cards here of travel. So this could be, getting in your car and driving somewhere, or physically, going on a holiday, weekend away. Maybe it's saying that you need to get to know someone better. Maybe perhaps you need to travel with them. Whatever this feels like, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, okay? Look at the words bliss, heaven on earth, fun, celebration, time together. That's all Spirit is saying. They're not saying go and propose. They're saying have some fun. Get to know people, or this person, perhaps if there's someone you have in mind. Spend the time with them. Get to know them. Get to see whether there's any red flags before you start judging the situation, okay? Just go out and take that step, okay? Don't just sit there being curious but holding yourself back. Spirit is saying if you want it, go after it. But again, you don't have to rush right in. You don't meet someone and have to marry them tomorrow. It's more of a, let's just get to know each other, okay? We definitely, we've got you, okay, so there's 2 cards, and I feel like they're both, 3 cards, okay, nope, these all 3 have to come out. Learn to love yourself first, okay? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Bullshit baffles brains, okay? When you love yourself, you ooze confidence. When you ooze confidence, other people pick up on that confidence, and then they want to be near you, okay? That's just the way it is. When you're all shy and people don't, successful people are people who believe in what they're selling. Okay, a successful salesman can sell ice to Eskimos. When you believe that you are deserving and you're worth it, the people around you will see that worth. Okay, when you put your boundaries in place and say that is something that I accept, but that I don't accept, you give people the opportunities to decide on whether they can work with it or whether you don't. And if they don't and you guys don't agree, it's okay. You can walk away and find someone else, okay? Spirits also say keeping an open mind. Again, what did I say to you in the beginning? When you, maybe perhaps, for example, your soulmate, this is someone who's different to you. This is someone who is not your typical person, okay? This is someone who maybe perhaps if you're loud, this person's quiet. Or if you're quiet, this person's loud. If you date, so you might date, just say for example, the bad boy, okay? And you've always liked the popular guys and you've always dated that kind of crowd. This person may be the more quiet, refined, clever type, okay? And if you didn't date all those rugged, sexy men that did nothing else but hurt you and cheat on you and lie to you and make you feel shit, you would never appreciate this good man that could just be a genuine oak. But because he's not your typical looks or he's not your typical personality type, you would have normally have rejected it. And so Spirit had to throw this heartache into your way. They had to throw these people into your life for you to go, okay, that is not what I want, because you don't want to feel that way ever again. So now you're ready for something different. And Spirit is saying, yeah, yes, it may not be your typical type. This person is opposite to you. And take that in whatever which way it is. But if you go with the flow, you might actually find out that this person is the person that, with the engagement card, you might have a higher level of commitment with this person. This is someone who you possibly could marry, okay? Someone you could possibly have children with. But you need to release your exes, okay? You need to free yourself from your exes, people who there was never ever proper love, you know. It might have been attraction or sexual or whatever, but real deep love, it wasn't there, okay? Some of you, this person is someone you want to reconcile with, okay? Now, I'm saying that because it's, you know, where you're being called to journey to. For some of you out there, this may have been someone, maybe you have dated this person, or maybe you knew this person from the past. Maybe you had a small fling and you were like, no, this person's not my person. There's no ways it will work out with this person. And so Spirit was like, okay, so what do you want then? And you're like, no, I can't do with those people. This is what I'm looking for. And Spirit was like, yeah, but that was your person. And you're like, no, this is what I'm looking for. And Spirit was like, well, okay, you know, yours is my command. And they gave you what you wanted. And then you realized through the upheavals and the pain that what you thought you wanted isn't actually what you wanted, okay? So there may be difference in maybe perhaps religion. There may be a difference in upbringing. You may have a different spiritual path. There may be even a difference in age. But there's something between you and a person. And if you've never dated this person, then this is something that's a past life relationship, that you have dated this person before. If it's not in this lifetime, it's in a past lifetime. And so something is bringing you and this person together. There's a attraction that's unexplainable. You attracted to this person, maybe not even physically attractive. Maybe you don't physically find them attractive, okay? But there's something in your heart, like you like something about them. And when you think about them, it makes your heart flutter in some way, or you just feel really warm when you think about this person, okay? And if you haven't met this person, maybe when you do meet this person, there's definitely something. Like you can't explain it, but there's an attraction. Spirit is saying, it's not just for nothing, okay? This is your person. This is your soulmate. This is someone who you've lived with, married to, or dated sometime in your past or past history, past life, okay? They may be different to you, different religions, different age groups, different upbringings. one's crazy, one's quiet. I'm really getting opposites attract, but it's there. Okay. Right. Let me see what else can we get for you. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Ooh, this is someone you dream about. Okay. I am sorry. So maybe there's an apology that has to be said. Maybe, exactly, maybe there was a breakup for some of you. Again, not for everyone. If you guys dated, maybe one of you needs to apologize because maybe someone has hurt the other person. Okay. Let's see. I'm just enjoying this one. It's so different. I like to do different readings every now and again. Oh, Nothing Compares to You by Shania. It's Sinead O'Connor. Okay. So, Nothing Compares to You. I think that when you guys get together, nothing will compare to this relationship. Okay. Absolutely nothing. I'm telling you now, pal number one, what you've been through, this new cycle that you're starting is nothing compared to what you've been through. Okay, this is bliss. This is heaven. Spirit is trying to bring you heaven on earth. But look at the enchantment playtime. You need to have more fun. Stop being so serious. Okay, this is the time for you to work on yourself, manifest what you're wanting, and just go out and have some fun. Stop being so serious about what could go wrong, and start looking at all the things that maybe can go right this time. Okay, Spirit is saying, please just trust them. That's all they're saying, is just trust them. Okay, but you need to do a lot of inner work, pal number one. You need to work on yourself. Look at all the red flags for yourself, because you reap what what you sow. Trust the direction. Something is coming in for you pretty soon. Okay, so soon to Spirit, I don't know. It could be tomorrow, could be next year, could be 3 years down the line. But look, I don't think it's that bad. But, let's just say within the year, something is coming in. This is someone who you might perhaps bump into someone, or think about someone, or see someone's name come up, and you're like, oh my God, I haven't heard from that person in a while. That's a bit of a sign. Okay, so look out for the signs. Ask Spirit to give you a definite sign. Maybe you might dream about this person and go, oh my God, I haven't thought about this person in ages. And then you'll just dream about them. That's a sign, okay? If you got their number, get in contact. And Spirit is saying, stop holding back. Stop closing off your hearts. Open your hearts and just give it a chance. Because this time it could really be the magic or the heaven on earth you've always wanted. It's up to you at the end of the day, isn't it? Anyway, pal number one, that is what I have for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give me a thumbs up and I'll chat to you soon. Hello, pal number two, Rose Quartz. This is your reading. So, if you skip the intro, I have got nothing planned. And so we are winging it today. We're just playing with all the messages, trying to see if we can get you answers that you are needing. Okay. So the first question, in order for me to understand and for you to perhaps even see if you've chosen the right pal, is what's happening with you. Okay. So Spirit, those of my listeners, readers, subscribers, followers, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, if you guys wanting a personal reading, you can get in contact with me. I charge $25 at the moment for a personal read. Okay. If you're needing better answers. So you are trying to give birth to your dreams. Okay. Some of you may be pregnant, or you're wanting to start. You want to become a mother. Maybe you are trying to nurture yourself, or you're trying to nurture something within your life, because maybe you're even needing a lot of nurturing because you've just perhaps gone through quite a tough time. You've had a lot of burdens, and Spirit is saying it's time for you to just nurture yourself a little bit. Okay. You may also need to balance your emotions a little bit at the moment. Maybe your emotions are all over the place and you're not really too sure what it is that you're wanting. You may have perhaps had to defend yourself, or Spirit is saying it's time for you to defend yourself a little bit, defending what you want. Don't hold back on what it is that you're really truly wanting in order to help other people or give other people what they want. Okay. It's time. You may be quite focused, or maybe you want to do something, but Spirit is saying just take the time to to step back a little bit, okay, look after yourself a little bit. There will be a time to make a decision, okay? You're really wanting a happy outcome. You're someone who you're focusing a lot on your happiness. You're trying to work on the confidence, and you're wanting change, okay? You've got three major arcanas there. So you're wanting something big to change in your life, okay? You're sick and tired of what you've gone through. You're sick and tired of the burdens. You want to put the burdens down. You have really dealt with something that's made you feel quite lost, quite hurt, okay? You've been left out in the cold. Someone's ignored you, ghosted you, not treated you well, has not been there for you when you needed them. They haven't given back in the relationship. They've breadcrumbed you. This is someone who things have just not turned out the way you'd hope, okay? And so Spirit is saying they know that you need change and you're really wanting change, okay? Let's just get some cards. As I said, I've got no routines here. I'm just taking the cards and hopefully giving you the reading that you're needing right now. So what else? What advice have you got for pile number 2? Right now, pile number 2. Yeah, there's just working on yourself and having more confidence that you actually deserve better than what you've gone through, okay? No one deserves to be left out. No one deserves to be ignored. No one deserves to be ghosted. It's really not good. There's something about the past that you're still holding on to, okay? Spirit is saying it's time for you to really work on devoting more time to yourself, okay? The Empress is someone who, she's a goddess, okay? And you need to feel like a goddess. And even if you're a guy, you need to feel like a god, okay? And you need to do it to yourself. You need to treat yourself in the way that you deserve. Because when you really see what you deserve, you won't take anything less than what you do deserve, okay? Spirit is saying it's time to get grounded, okay? You need to spend some time in nature. There's definitely some energetic upgrades coming your way. There's probably quite a lot of healing that needs to take place, okay? And this is after something that didn't work out, something that's made you feel not worthy, something that made you feel pretty hurt. And you're needing to heal. You're needing to uplift yourself. There's definitely, it's something is definitely coming together. There is people coming together, or your soul tribe. But you're needing to come out of the cave a little bit. And Spirit is saying when it does happen, you just need to say yes, okay? Share your voice, be honest. It's almost like maybe you've had to try and be someone that you're not. So again, the Empress only dates an emperor, okay? Because the Empress is a goddess and a goddess only dates a god, and again, vice versa. When you are trying to be something in order to make someone love you, then they're not loving you, they're loving what you're trying to be. And it's not real. And what happens is you try to keep up with a certain way of being, acting a certain way, and that never ever works. So what Spirit is saying, it's time for you to come out and be who you are. And when you are being true to you and being true to who you are, then Spirit is saying they will send you your soul tribe, okay? But if you are trying to pretend to be someone else to get other people to love you, this is never going to work, okay? There's some kind of soul pattern or contract from a past life that you're needing to heal as well, okay? So that may have just been someone you broke up with, that you might have had a soul contract. And that soul contract was literally here to force you to put yourself first. It's forcing you self-confidence. It's forcing you to love yourself, okay? Right, so what else have we got for pile number 2? See, be authentic. Yeah, the real and true you is who you need to be. You know, this is someone who's, trying to hide underneath a swan, okay? Maybe perhaps you've dated people that maybe made you feel like you weren't pretty enough, or you weren't good looking enough, or you weren't clever enough, or you weren't rich enough, or there was something about the past people, and you were constantly feeling like you had to act a certain way, be a certain way because of them. Okay, and Spirit is saying that's not good, because then they loved a false you and it wasn't right, and it was never ever going to work out because you're constantly on edge, okay? You're never feeling like you're enough. And that's very stressful, okay? The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love, okay? And the only way you can actually have someone love you is if you love yourself. If you don't feel like you're good enough, how are you going to expect someone else to feel like you're good, okay? And if someone doesn't feel like you're good enough, then that's not the right person for you. You wouldn't want someone to not love you for who you are. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Again, the empress only dates an emperor. And if you don't feel that someone's going to love you for who you are, and so you have to put on this facade to get people to love you, that's never going to work, okay? You are literally going to get yourself depressed, stressed, in debt, maybe you're having to constantly go buy certain clothes or do your hair or makeup, or you're constantly on social media trying to persuade other people that you are happy, or trying to persuade. And the sad thing is that most people can see through that. When you're trying to prove to other people that you are a certain way, most people can actually see that you're not, okay? When you're trying to prove that you're confident or you're happy or you're attractive or the person you're with loves you, when on social media they say all kinds of weird and happy things just for show, but in real life they're not there. They make you feel like you weren't even with them. All the pictures of the happy place, but when you're together, they don't even listen to you. They're not interested in your hobbies. It's all about them. It's all about what they want. They never right. Oh, sorry, they're never wrong. They're always right. It's always you. Then those are pretty heavy red flags, okay? So let's see. For pile number 2, please help Spirit pile with pile number 2. What does pile number 2 need to know more? Let's talk more to pile number 2. So there's new love coming your way, okay? And Spirit is saying this is definitely a soul tribe person that's coming in, but you need to forgive and learn from a past relationship. This is someone you'll get to know. This is someone who you will, they're going to stir some feelings within you, but you need to not focus on the past. You need to not continuously turn back, okay? There's nothing that past has to offer you anymore. Other than the lessons, let that person and situation go, okay? Yeah, this is someone who's trustworthy. This is someone who's respected. Someone's a lot more cultured, okay? This is someone who's respected by his community or her community. This is a king, okay? And you becoming an empress, so you need a king, okay? You don't need a boy. You don't need a girl. You need an equal. Someone who maybe perhaps this person is involved in charity, or this person is... there's something about this person that they're balanced, okay? This is not someone who's super hyped on maybe certain things, or totally imbalanced. This is someone who's mature and they're balanced, okay? This is someone who you can make long-term plans with. Maybe you've been with this person who, always made excuses. Why can't we do something next month? And they're like, I don't even know what I'm having for breakfast. Can we not talk about next month? And you're like, but I need to make plans because I need to know where I'm going, or perhaps I've got a job and I don't know whether I need to move there or whether you and I are going to move together. And they were like, yeah, let's worry about that then. You haven't got the job yet, so let's not worry about it. And it's really just because they were non-committal. So, or they were more the player type, that it was, I want to live for the now and let's just have fun and let's just, focus on the now. Let's not worry about then. And then what happens is you start to feel very ignored, and and maybe perhaps you ignored what you wanted because you lied to yourself. You wanted them to love you and you wanted to be in the relationship and you were scared to be hurt. And so, okay, no, that's fine. We'll wait. And then that time came and it's one of those things. Spirit is saying you're about to see things that were maybe perhaps things in your life. Another major arcana. Okay, this is now the 4th major arcana. You're about to have a massive wake-up call, okay? You've had a lot of sleepless nights. You've dealt with a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression, a lot of stress because of this past relationship, okay? And Spirit is saying that you're now going to see things in a different light. You're now going to understand what it is that and why it is you had to go through that. And it's in order for you to really and truly grow from these circumstances and understand that the only you that needs to be shown is the real you. And if the person that's with you doesn't like the real you, they're not your person. Okay? C, release the snake. This person was a snake, pile number 2. I hate to tell you this, but this person was a snake, okay? They may have, you know, they may have been hypnotizing. You know, for some of you, this person was hypnotizing. Maybe they had hypnotic eyes and they just, you know, continuously told you what you wanted to hear, and they melted your heart when, you know, when they wanted you to do something and you didn't want to do it, or they when they couldn't give you what you wanted, they buttered you up. They told you what you needed to hear. This is a very clever person, someone who, you know, I'm really getting visualizations of the snake from the Jungle Book. You know, the one who, you know, basically uses its eyes. And also, I think it was Robin Hood, when the snake uses his hypnotic eyes to put people to sleep or to get people to do what they wanted them to do. This is exactly what I'm getting here. This person was a snake that you were dealing with. Whether it was maybe perhaps they didn't want to be alone, so they stayed in relationships, and they didn't really want to commit, but they didn't really want to not be with you, so they just told you, oh, I love you, and you know, you're so attractive and I'm so lucky to have you. But when they were with you, they were busy looking at other people, and you always caught them online flirting with others, and you always had that gut feel that they're always talking to others when you're not there. This is someone who, you know, maybe perhaps financially you looked after them, and so they couldn't be without you, and so the same thing. But this person was a snake. I mean, it's very hurtful, but at least you will now see the truth of who this person was, okay? And I really feel like once you get to see that, you'll learn to, this is something that maybe you were dealing with a fire sign. This is something that's going to purify, okay? This is a rebirth. Once you've shedded your skin from this person, this is about you realizing that, again, a goddess or a god does not date a page, okay? They date something within the same league. Let's see, what else? Yeah, you see, you need to free yourself. You need to take back control of your life, okay? You are lovable. You do deserve love, okay? There is something that's coming, and this person will be worth the wait. You might have to wait a little bit before you get them, but this person will be worth the wait. Okay, so I'm just going to throw some words here just to end this off, and let's see. Yeah, you see, this is what was worth waiting for. The words, you are everything to me, and I love you, okay? And it's not, I love you because I said I love you, and so this person said they love you. It's not, I love you because I want sex, or I want money, or I want you to give me something, and so I say it. When someone genuinely loves you, they say it for no apparent reason. They say it when they're making love to you. You know, they look at you with the most adoring eyes, you know, staring at you, and they just blurt it out, I love you. You know, that's the genuine I love you. Those words are so easy. Anyone can say I love you. Anyone, it's an easy thing. Men say it all the time, okay? But when someone says, I love you, and you mean everything to me, and this is not on social media to make other people think that they're good people, you know. This is them staring at you, and it's out of the blue. It's like one of those romantic days when there's nothing happening, and they just turn to you and they say to you, I love you, you mean everything to me. That is what really matters, okay? Not a snake that's saying it because they want something from you. Okay, so know the difference, and you deserve that. You deserve someone who actually does that, okay? Right, let's get you a song. I hope you enjoyed this, because like I said, this is just not planned. I just kind of grabbed a few decks and thought, well, let's just see. Okay, so Far Away, Nickelback. So this person may be far away from you, okay? So there may be someone over now. Sorry, so this is at the bottom of the deck. So it's over now, okay, between you and the snake. Okay, you need to release them, you need to let them go. But there's someone else that's perhaps far away from you, or they feel like they're far away. This is someone maybe you know, maybe you don't know, maybe they don't live in the same place as you. But whatever spirit wants you to know is that this is a person that's worth waiting for, okay? They may live in a different country, a different town, a different, I don't know, continent. But this is a new love that's coming in, and this is definitely worth the wait. But in the meantime, pile number 2, you have to work on being who you authentically. Maybe you don't even know who you are anymore. Okay, and so what Spirit is saying is just take some time to nurture yourself. Perhaps do some journaling, get grounded, connect with nature a little bit, and just start to think about who is the real me? What is it that I actually stand for? What are my values? What are my morals? What are my belief systems? And what is it that I actually want? Okay, do I really want this snare, the snare? Whew. This snake, this player, I was trying to say the snare. Do I really want the snake? This kind of player, you know, doesn't matter how hypnotic or good looking or attractive or whatever they really are. Or do I really want someone who I know genuinely loves me? And as I said, that's over. But you have to release them. You have to let go. You have to have a total rebirth, because someone out there, this is someone who's mature, someone who's cultured, someone who's compassionate, someone who's trustworthy, okay? This is someone who's balanced. And this person wants you or will want you, but you have to believe, okay? And in order to do that, you need to get rid of the snake. Right, pile number 2. Hopefully this resonates with you. And if it does, give me a thumbs up and I'll chat to you soon. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen the Amethyst stone, or those of you who just chose pile number 3. Now, if you skipped the intro, I haven't planned anything. I have literally just gone, you know what? Let's just go with the flow. Grabbed a couple of cards and I'm just kind of throwing it out there, okay? Guys, if you're looking for a personal reading, you may get in contact with me for the personal readings, but we'll try and see if we can give you as much help, free help as possible. Okay, so the first question we wanting to know, and this might help you see or understand if you're even in the right pile, what is currently happening for pile number 3 right now? So the bottom of the deck, it says right now you may be trying to look at the different possibilities. You seem to be bored, or you may feel like you've missed out on an opportunity, okay? You may be dealing with a soulmate or thinking about a soulmate. Maybe you're already with your soulmate if you're lucky. Maybe there's a situation with someone where things are about to get a bit better, growing closer together and getting rid of any conflict, okay? What is right now happening in the love life of pile number 3? Okay, so this dude came out from pile 2 as well as here. So you might now be definitely dealing with, we've got another water card here. Someone who is perhaps a water sign. Or this is someone who's quite trustworthy. This is someone who's quite compassionate. This is someone who's respected and cultured. Okay, so, or you may be definitely starting a new passionate start. Maybe it's a bit of a fling, or there's just a lot of passion between you and someone, or you and your person are just having a new passionate beginning. Okay. And this happened, and I promise you I'm shuffling all these cards. You're about to have victory, and this is a new start for you. This is a new beginning, a new cycle that's beginning for you. So whatever happened in the past, this is something that's very new, okay? I feel like it's definitely, I can see a lot of promise coming in, a lot of victory coming in. You may have had time alone. You may have spent a lot of time alone or time on meditation, but someone's about to come forward, or things are about to move in a very fast way, okay? You may have been working a lot on yourself. You may have been working on your self-confidence, learning, perhaps a lot about who you are, or maybe thinking or learning more about what it is that you're actually wanting. And I feel like now Spirit is finally bringing you what you actually just deserve. Okay. I feel like you definitely had to defend yourself or defend your viewpoints, because maybe there was some kind of hurt or heartache that you had to get rid of, okay? And you may have had to be quite patient and quite balanced while you waited for a new love situation, okay? And this is after something in your life, definitely. Something fell apart, something quite drastic fell apart. And once that ended, there was maybe even perhaps a lot of deception before that you had to deal with. And so now you're signing a new contract, or you're taking a leap with a new beginning. This is someone who's more romantic. You could be moving in with someone, being engaged, or getting married to someone. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up for pile number 3. Right, so let's get some advice. So far, one of the better of the 3, if I have to be honest. So give me advice. Pile number 3, when it's got to do with their love life. Give me some advice right now, please. Oh, right. So we do have take a break. Life's not life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So maybe perhaps you go on holiday, okay? And while you're on holiday, you meet this new love, if you haven't, or if you're not already in a committed relationship, or in a relationship at all, or with anyone. Or maybe you and your partner need to take a break and go on holiday, okay? This is the same as pile number 1, okay? A great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hit soul tribe. So you're about to be united or reunited with your soul tribe, is what I'm getting. But you still need to look after yourself, okay? Spirit is saying don't overthink it, okay? You just need to face the truth, face your true north. Things that are meant to come for you, or the people or the places, will come, okay? Let's see, what else have we got for pile number 3, their love life. Please give us some advice, please, Spirit. So yeah, this is very romantic. Look here with all the mermaids. Have you seen that? There's a power couple mermaid soulmates there. And here, different deck, also these 2 mermaids. How stunning is that? So getting to know each other, learn to meet one another's need for love. So, getting to know someone, getting to know what is their love language, what's important to them, okay? Letting them know what your love language, what's important to you. And I just feel like this is also traveling. Maybe you and your person are just, maybe you've had a rough patch if you're in a relationship, and you just, I'm just sensing some real romantic times, okay? Spirit is saying you need to just take a chance on love, okay? You cannot hold back because of the hurt or the pain or whatever it is that you've gone through, okay? You need to have belief and faith that things are about to get better, okay? Love is all around you. There's love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as true. So this is really giving me some real fuzzy happy vibes, okay? Miracles and blessings. So this is just saying miracles and blessings are surrounding you. If you are completely 100% single, then don't stress, okay? There's definitely something very passionate coming in for you. You are hitting a new beginning when it comes to love. A new cycle is starting for you, and this is definitely a possible soulmate one. There is something you still need to free yourself from. Okay, so it is time to take back control of your life. This says you have known each other before, so you may be, as I said, a new beginning, new start. Maybe someone you're already dating, someone you dated from in the past, or maybe just a past life. Okay, so it wants to come out. The Spirit wants you to know this is a past life connection. Okay, what else the Spirit wants you to know? Oops. Stay positive, positivity, stay optimistic about your love life. Don't be negative. This is a true love, okay? This is your soulmate. This is the true love. This is the real deal that's coming in pile number 2, okay? So no matter what is happening in your life right now, your love life, finances and career may be affecting your love life. Another one, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So Take a break off the treadmill, and just, go with it a little bit. Let's see what else is coming. What's coming in like pretty soon? Let's just look pretty soon. What is happening for pile number 3? What is happening pretty soon in their love life? Okay. Yeah, there's a need for you to walk away from something still. Okay, some kind of pain. I really believe, unless you're in a relationship right now that's ended, then you need to just carry on going, because there's something definitely coming in. Or there's definitely, I mean, if you think that you're ready with your soulmates, then this is just something. Maybe you need to search a little bit more, for more emotional growth. I told you, you're going to have victory. This is definitely a new beginning here. You may need to spend a little bit of time by yourself as well. So as much as this is very passionate, this new beginning, starting this heart-to-heart conversation, don't forget about yourself within this relationship, okay? Realize that you still need a little bit of time alone. Realize that you're still needing a little bit of time to work on your own successes, work on your financial situation is tough, then it's time for you to work on yourself, work on your creativity. But I really feel like there's something really good coming your way, okay? Even if there's some problems, don't miss out on any kind of red flags, both on your side and this person's side, okay? But you need to make time for those around you. Even again, it's about really coming up with a lot more balance, okay? I really feel like you've got someone who's more mature, someone who's coming in, someone who's stepping up, okay? This person may come in quite quickly. They might come in with quite a lot of speed. But just take the time, give them love. Definitely something, there's something worthwhile coming in for you, okay? Let's see, what else? Yeah, Spirit is saying, okay, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it's time for you to work on the inner goddess, okay? So the more you work on yourself, the more you become more confident in who you are, you become emotionally independent, okay? And then you'll have victory, because, people start to see your emotional independence, and then when you are whole, you're bringing in someone whole. So you need to leave behind past people, past situations, or anything that's no longer serving you, including not believing you're good enough or not believing you deserve anything. Spirit is saying the timing is coming, okay? So in the right time, the right person will be there, okay? You're probably going through a lot of transformation, but there's communication coming in as well, okay? There's definitely some kind of communication coming in, and a lot of sensuality, a lot of passion. So there's definitely a sexy new start. May feel like a honeymoon phase is coming in. You may be receiving gifts from this person that maybe bring you gifts, but there's going to be a lot of deep emotions coming in. This might come during the waning moon, okay? After some lessons have been learned, okay? But Spirit is saying you have to trust that it's all going to happen. For some of you, it's going to happen in wintertime, okay? You may be coming out of wintertime and releasing what you're no longer needing. So let me get some words for you, or anything else, last minute words, something that might, I don't know, help. Let's just see what does Spirit say for pile number 3. Pile number 3. Oh gosh, okay, so someone's dreaming about you. You are my soulmate to this person. If you've never met them, you might dream about them because you guys are soulmates. You might have dreams and not have a face to the dream, or just have that dream of like something really happy. This person will be, when they meet you, they'll feel very lonely without you, okay? If you are having a fight with someone, or you've broken up with maybe perhaps someone, or you guys haven't been well, then maybe you and this person broke up, and maybe they met someone else, or they dated someone else. There may be a reunion. I did say there's possible twin flames. Look here, this person is definitely going to want to marry you, okay? So let's find you a song. Oh, You're Still the One by Shania Twain. Okay, so this is like one of those. I mean, that song is really and truly about having a long time love with someone who you can definitely be the one with. And this is, a relationship that goes very, very far, definitely down the line. And someone who, when they're old and wrinkly, they'll still be the one for you, and they'll still feel like you're still the one for them. So this is quite a beautiful love. And like I say, for some of you, this could be a twin flame journey, or, high level committed soulmate. So you might go through a lot of hiccups, and a lot of, maybe this is someone who walked away, even for some of you, that maybe they walked away. This person's coming back. Okay. So hopefully this makes sense. You guys will have a new beginning. Okay. Hopefully this makes sense for you, pile number 3. And if it does, then give me a thumbs up, and yeah, let me know what you think of the reading, and I'll chat to you soon.